All right, let's jump right into this explainer. It's wild. Google recently, and kind of quietly, just gave away a free, full-blown Hollywood studio. And the whole thing is powered entirely by AI. It's definitely flying under the radar right now, but the capabilities we're about to unpack, honestly, they're absolutely staggering. So what makes this tool, Google Flow, so special? Well, it's basically poised to reshape content marketing and filmmaking the exact same way ChatGPT flipped writing on its head back in 2022. I mean, we're literally moving away from just generating those simple, kind of clunky, disjointed clips. Now, we're actually directing cohesive cinematic narratives. It's a massive shift. Here's our roadmap for today. 1. Meet Google Flow. 2. The AI Creative Director. 3. Mastering character consistency. 4. Building custom workflows. And 5. The ultimate prompting cheat code. Let's get into it. Section 1. Meet Google Flow. Let's quickly break down what this actually is, and more importantly, the revolutionary engine powering it under the hood. Simply put, Flow is an AI creative studio built specifically for us creators. And the best part is it runs right in your browser. No massive software downloads, no crazy system requirements. You can organize your projects, save your characters, and literally assemble your films right onto a timeline. Oh, and here's the kicker. Image generation? Totally free. And if you're on the Pro account, they hand you 1,000 free credits for video generation. Just to put that into perspective, that's plenty of juice to build a full 60-second mini ad without completely draining your balance. Now, this right here shows the massive upgrade Flow just got. So it used to run on a model called GoogleVio. And Vio was great, but it was strictly text to video. Now it's running on Google Omni. And Omni is multimodal. Basically, you can throw an image at it, a video, some text, or just mix all of them together in one prompt, and it just gets it. It figures out exactly what you want. But wait, it gets better. Once you generate a video, you can actually edit it just by talking to it in plain everyday English. Let's say you have a shot of a butterfly and you want to change it to a bee. You literally just type that in and Omni swaps it instantly. No more starting over from scratch. I mean, for video generation, that is an absolute game changer. But hey, before you go spending any of those credits, there's actually this amazing insider trick right on the homepage. It's called Flow TV. It's this massive library of AI-generated videos. And the beautiful thing is, sitting right underneath every single clip is the exact prompt they use to make it. So let's say you're going for a luxury aesthetic. Just search luxury, find a clip you vibe with, and grab that exact prompt to use as your starting point. Trust me, it is the absolute fastest way to learn how this model thinks. Okay, Section 2, the AI Creative Director. Listen, if you've never written an AI video prompt in your life, you are going to absolutely love this next feature. It's called the agent. Inside Flow, you can essentially summon this agent to act as your own personal creative director. And you just talk to it conversationally. For instance, you could say something like, hey, act as my creative director for a 75-second luxury jewelry film inspired by Cartier's panther emblem. Break it down into a 6-shot storyboard where a panther cub explores a giant library and finds a glowing box. You just feed it the brand reference, the length of the video, and the basic story. And then it does all the heavy lifting for you. It spits back a complete, highly detailed 6-shot storyboard. It even specifies the camera moves, the lighting, the mood for every single shot. It's like having a pro filmmaker right over your shoulder. But, and this is super important, we have to talk about the golden rule of AI video. The agent isn't going to just blindly spit out all 6 shots at once, and honestly, you shouldn't either. You absolutely have to follow these specific steps. Step 1, generate and lock your character. So here, that's our panther cup. Step 2, lock the location, the grand library. Step 3, only after those are locked do you actually generate the shots using those locked elements. Because look, if you skip this process, your panther is going to look like a totally different animal in shot 4 compared to shot 1. It's a mess. This whole locking sequence, that's your secret weapon for making sure your video looks incredibly consistent in every single frame. All right, Section 3, Mastering Character Consistency. Now we're going to step into the manual workflow and really take full control to master the absolute holy grail of AI video. So To hit this holy grail, our source material actually walks us through building a classic Cadbury-style chocolate ad. But before we get to the character, just look at how flexible Flow is for those initial product shots. You can type in a prompt for a macro shot of a glossy chocolate bar snapping in half, and within literally a minute, you can generate that across every single platform format. You've got 16 by 9 for YouTube, 9 by 16 for your Reels, 1 by 1 for the Instafeed. Boom, you have a completely finished, platform-ready asset pack in seconds. Okay, now for the emotional core of our ad. Over in the manual workflow, you can define a photorealistic character, let's say a cheerful 8-year-old child with soft freckles. But here is where it gets kind of unbelievable. You can actually assign them a permanent voice. You save this character to your library, and then whenever you want, you just drop them in as an ingredient into any future scene. Guys, this is mind-blowing. Their visual identity and their voice are completely locked in. That means you can generate multi-episode, deeply emotional storylines, and you'll never lose consistency or deal with that weird audio drift. And if you decide you want the camera to punch in for a tight close-up, you literally just tell Flow in plain English to reframe the shot. It is that easy. Moving on to Section 4, Building Custom Workflows. Let's see how Flow goes from just being a neat little video generator to a full-on creative operating system that is tailored exactly to how you work. So Google actually packed Flow with over 20 pre-built tools designed to solve really specific production headaches. Take Scene Explorer, for example. You just type in a location, maybe you want a 1980s version of the Taj Mahal, and it instantly generates these sweeping, high-angle cinematic shots. Stuff that in the real world would require a drone, a full crew, and a ridiculously expensive filming permit. Then there's Style Switcher. Remember that photorealistic child character we just made? With one single click, you can apply an artistic style transfer, so you could instantly turn them into, say, a Studio Ghibli anime character. Just like that. But if you ask me, the real magic happens over in the My Tools section, because you're not just limited to the tools Google gives you. You can build your very own custom tool right from scratch. Think about it. If you have a specific visual style for your brand's social media, or a certain way you always do product mockups, you just build that prompt template once, save it under My Tools, and you have forever turned a tedious, repetitive task into a single one-click button. You do the work once, and every future project benefits from it. It's a massive time saver. Finally, Section 5, the ultimate prompting cheat code. To wrap things up today, I really want to share a secret weapon with you, and this comes straight from the source. This is derived directly from the official instruction manual published by Google DeepMind. You know, the actual geniuses who built the Gemini Omni model in the first place. So DeepMind reveals that mastering 5 specific building blocks is basically the difference between getting super mediocre AI outputs and getting absolutely stunning cinematic visuals. Let's break them down. First up, shot framing and motion. You gotta tell it what you want. Is it a wide angle that glides gently or a close-up that rushes in suddenly? Second, style. Is the vibe grounded and gritty or majestic and epic? Don't over-engineer this part, just give it the right flavor. Third, lighting. Honestly, lighting is the unsung hero of cinema. Are we talking a crisp street lamp at midnight or warm, ethereal morning sunlight? Fourth is location. And here's a pro tip. You don't need to describe every single brick. Just say something like azure alien landscape and the AI fills in all the details. And fifth, action. What are the characters actually doing? If you structure your prompts using just these 5 blocks, I guarantee your results are going to skyrocket in quality. Now, are you ready for the ultimate insider hack? Because you don't even really need to memorize those 5 blocks yourself. Here's what you do. Take the URL of DeepMind's official prompting guide and just feed it into another AI, like Claude. You're essentially whispering to it, "Hey Claude, here is the official prompting guide for Omni. From now on, whenever I ask for a video prompt, make sure it perfectly follows their exact structure." Think about that for a second. You are literally using one AI to perfectly program another AI. It's wild. But if you just do that in a normal chat, it's going to disappear the second you close the tab, right? So here is the real play. Paste the URL, give it the instruction, but then click Create Skill inside Claude. You save it permanently. Call it your Gemini Omni Prompt Optimization Guide. From that day forward, anytime you want to visualize an idea, let's say you want to make a cinematic video of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, you just tell Claude, and instantly it spits out the perfectly structured, Omni-optimized prompt that hits all 5 of those DeepMind building blocks. It does all the heavy lifting for you forever. 6 months. The creators of this guide noted something that I thought was incredibly profound. They stated that the gap between the people who are adopting these tools today, like right now in week 1, and the people who wait 6 months to try and figure it out, that is going to be the single most expensive gap in the entire AI industry this year.
So what's the big takeaway here? It's action. Please, don't just watch this explainer, nod your head, and then just move on with your day. Open up Google Float today. Play around with the free image generation. Try building a 30-second clip using the agent. This window of opportunity to dramatically level up your creative output without dropping thousands on expensive gear is wide open right now. So the question is, will you secure your place on the right side of that 6-month gap? Or are you going to look back and wonder why everyone else pulled so far ahead? The choice is entirely yours. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and keep creating.